Still cannot believe I'm going to be talking about politics in YouTube. Okay, we're rolling. Hello, this is Nate from Fear the Penguin Productions, hosting weekly Penguin updates. This week, I'm going to be talking about Christmas and the idea that it's either part of a big corporate conglomerate or just promoting Christianity. Well, this is Shadowwulf from Shadowwulf Gaming, and I'm joining you for this session. Oh boy. Yeah, he's going to be talking about ranting. Yes, I'll be ranting. Would you like to introduce yourself?
What do I say?
You just say your name, first name if you want to.
Oh, sure, my name's Brandon. I'm just a random guy.
He's a fellow friend of ours. Excuse me. You guys are going to have to excuse me, I have a sore throat, so... It's all those late night papers, you know.
Sure, let's go with that.
No, seriously though. I had to stay up till like 4, my bad. To write the paper. So, anyways.
Alright, the reason I invited... I also have a sore throat. Reason I invited these two guys over, because they are probably going to be rant the most, have the most comment on this video. So first idea, your thoughts on the idea that Christmas is part of one big corporate conglomerate or just promoting Christianity?
How about both?
There you go. There we go, we're done. We're done with this session. Close the camera. I'm just kidding. Okay, well, I'm looking at it from the 1800s perspective of when Scrooge was around, first of all, and how it kind of started becoming a corporate greed type scam around the late 1800s due to corporations and then monopolies and all that stuff. That's when it all began to start becoming a corporate gamble on people rather than how Christmas was a Christianity thing, which is another debate that we can delve into later in this session.
Thoughts?
Oh, I want to be honest. I think both are probably true, and that can be very debatable. Otherwise, I don't really have too much to think about that. Otherwise, it's probably pretty true. There's a lot of substantial evidence going on throughout numerous sources. I can't even begin to talk about how many there are, but that's pretty much all I got.
Yeah. So I mean, back on the Christianity Christmas deal, science, timing, and there's a lot of debate because of the pagan holiday, how they celebrate the winter solstice, they wanted to celebrate the birthday at this time, and much more like that. So
yeah, Christmas originally did begin as that. Technically, the gift-giving thing, I would say, began later on, more or less.
Yeah, and so when this kind of happened with the religion, corporations kind of sought this as an opportunity where you should be giving gifts by buying stuff to give gifts and such.
Yes, you need to express your love for the people you like,
by spending money.
Spending big sums of money.
I'm there's nothing wrong with that, really. if you really do want to show that you care for somebody, you'd go for a good gift for them.
Very caring gift, like homemade, which is something corporations do not want.
Yeah.
Or you go to Black Friday and get them something very valuable.
Oh dear.
That's another story. Actually, let's indulge into that right now.
Yeah, recently we had Black Friday, so...
Yes, and the idea that Black Friday also gets you spend a lot of money. And it is on that, and it's...
And there was a lot of Game of Thrones involved. Wait, wrong show, my bad.
That's very true. I want a Black Friday.
It is like a Game of Thrones.
Is it?
We can say that. It's like Game of Thrones, except less.
I was talking about the South Park reference.
Oh yeah,
we can combine Game of Thrones and Black Friday and console wars.
Yes. Oh, that show was ridiculous. I saw it. It was ridiculous.
My roommate's very into South Park. He's watching South Park, and all of a sudden you just hear him laughing like a hyena, and it's the most irritating thing.
Well, the idea is that in that 3-part South Park episode, they were fighting over who would be the first few people to get in line Black Friday, because in the show you would get it'd be as 50% off to 96% off game system for the first 30 people.
96%.
And everybody practically killed each other to get into the mall.
It was hilarious.
I wouldn't go that far.
Yeah. So yeah. The thing about that whole Black Friday ordeal, honestly, is just it's another form of corporate greed, in my opinion. From a certain standpoint, it's good because of economics, the whole GDP
That's
type
true.
stuff.
We're always in the red, and to be in the black once in a while is pretty good for corp. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like, we helped fix the economy by doing that, kind of provided some jobs for that. So it was good in some cases, and then, yeah, but then there's other situations that can factor into how the dynamics of it, which I'm not going to delve into.
Yeah, I noticed when I was in macroeconomics in one of our classes last year that the economy as a whole, the big part of the economy, actually is a lot more healthy when people spend their money a little less sparingly, so they're less smart with their money, and that's like the opposite of what microeconomics is supposed to be. So they kind of like clash a lot.
Really?
So I noticed that. Yeah.
It's the idea of moderation. Don't spend too much or spend too little.
There you go. That's what you do. Honestly, I'm not too for the capital monster, but it's kind of good and kind of bad at the same time. Yeah, you just got to be careful with it.
It's a double-edged sword.
Yeah. Then we can go talk about the invisible hand if we want to talk about it.
Yes, so we all know about that. And if we all take economics, we all know a little about that at least.
Yeah.
Did anyone think about Master Hand when you hear the invisible hand?
Yes. A little bit, yes, why not? Okay, so now, next I'm going to talk about Bill O'Reilly's War on Christmas, which focuses more on the idea that basically Christmas is supporting Christianity, and you basically should not just support Christianity, support the other religions as well. Or specifically just support Christianity. It goes, again, for the idea that why they say Happy Holidays instead of Merry Christmas.
Okay, that's why we say Happy Holidays, because some people don't celebrate Christmas.
Yes, that's reasonable.
Yeah. I mean, if you think about it, Christ, Mass.
I never go to Mass.
Christ, Mass, Christ, Christian. The addition is right there, literally. So, of course, technically, Christmas is a Christian tradition. But then again, like I said, the pagan holiday, so debatable. But in terms of Happy Holidays, some people don't celebrate the holidays, which actually one of my RAs mentioned how we can't decorate our lounge, so we can't really have the Christmas decorations out there. Because some people don't celebrate the holidays, some people don't celebrate Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, whatever you guys believe in.
Okay, next
Great
thing.
spaghetti monster in the sky.
Yeah, I remember learning about that. That was awesome. Like, I had no idea that was even a thing. Like, I'm tempted to like look into some of their stuff and just like figure out, so I could just like freak people out with it.
Give your own ideas too.
There's actually the church of, I think, Prince Charles? It's one of the princes of England. Yeah.
That's creepy. It's like a fan club gone wrong.
Yeah.
Very.
Church of Prince Charles.
I believe that's what it was. Somebody in the comments, please correct me. It was one of those guys.
If you actually do comment on this. Alright, next I'm going to show you a clip from Bill O'Reilly's rant on War on Christmas.
This I gotta see.
Unresolved problem segment tonight. Every Christmas season, there are people who try to diminish the
Where'd you find that
celebration
picture?
of Jesus'
What
birthday.
picture?
We all know
That
it.
picture was it clip art or something?
But
Yeah, it's already
we do have a whole bunch of War on Christmas
I know.
deniers
Did you make
who
it?
say that I and others.
You
make
can't
it
explain
up.
that.
Well, here's the first evidence this year: a billboard put up by an atheist group telling children to skip church on Christmas Day.
Oh, what?
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Telling children to skip.
Well, any comments so far?
Okay. About the skipping church thing, honestly, as a Christian, it is one of our major days, but at least, it's hard to explain this. Kind of what I grew up on is at least go to church at least once a week type of thing. Just 1 hour of your time type of thing, really. That's all I can say about that, but skipping church on Christmas Day, that's really on you guys. I'm not exactly blaming the victim here, but what you do is just like, it's all on your choice. All actions are decided upon you. I'm not gonna force you to go to church. I'm not gonna say you're gonna go to hell because you didn't go to church on Christmas Day. Okay? It's nothing like that. Honestly, you're obliged to go. Like, just kind of celebrate it with your community type of thing. That's kind of what that's what I'm personally implying. Excuse me. So, but skipping church on Christmas, that's all dependent on your beliefs. So,
Or your parents, because there's a kid on there.
yeah.
Because like I remember my parents were traditionally Catholic, and they never took us to church on Christmas ever. Not once.
Honestly, the big holiday for us is Easter. That's the one we have to keep an eye out for.
I never went to church on Easter ever.
Well, develop us all on your beliefs. Okay,
Yeah.
you wanna respect. There's actually more to this clip. It's like 5 minutes.
Church on Christmas Day. Nice, right? Billboards are run in a number of states.
A lot of atheists feel alienated at this time of year, and we want them to know that they're not alone, and that it's okay to admit and that there's no God, and to be open about that.
Okay, pause it right here.
Boston Cycle.
Okay, so the thing is, just because you celebrate Christmas does not necessarily mean you have to be in the Christian faith. I mean, like, Xmas, Christmas, I mean, potato, honestly. You can celebrate a holiday without having the belief in it. It's, all in all, in a sense, just a word, okay? I'm gonna get a lot of hate from my fellow Christian members doing this, but okay. What was I gonna say?
You said it was a word.
Okay, there we go. So yeah, really, for some people, Christmas is just a word. For others, it is a full-on thing that you must celebrate.
Your absolute beliefs.
Yeah, exactly. So it all depends on you guys, really, as to what you want to define the day as. What you do on that day, what you will be doing that day, what you plan to do that day, what you plan to do next year with it, do with what you have, what you don't have, all on you.
Any thoughts?
Again, like to be honest, I don't really connect church with Christmas because I've never really gone to church on Christmas Day like ever. I've never really like celebrated in the church any Christian holiday because like that just wasn't my family. My family was like, no, we're good, because like my family is actually very mixed when it comes to religion. My mother and father are Catholic. Like my sister is atheist. And like there a whole bunch of stuff is mixed together. So it's like it's not really a thing with us.
So you just respect each other's beliefs. And
There you go.
with it.
Yeah, it's not like we all have to be the same thing, be some sort of like homogenous blob.
Yeah. Like the idea that say.
End the hate, guys. Just end the hate. Just kind of try to work with each other. Honestly, please.
Yeah.
Just killing. No, sorry. Well, yes, killing is bad. Yes, but hate gets us nowhere. Everybody. Get that through your minds right now. Hate practically gets us nowhere.
Actually, there's a lot of controversy behind that idea either.
Okay.
Shall I say that? Shall I say that?
Okay. Only if it's out of healthy competition. There you go.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's
Yes, hate in terms of healthy competition is good because then that advances things.
Yes.
Otherwise, there's no reason to hate. Well, I can go off on that, but just try not to hate.
We all know that, but also all loving us won't get us anywhere.
Season's
Sorry,
greetings.
Mr.
Yes.
All right, Russ.
And to be open about that.
Joining us now from Boston, psychotherapist Karen Ruskin, who is agnostic. I cannot understand for the life of me why anyone would bother agnostic. I cannot understand for the life of me why anyone would bother trying to diminish the federal holiday of Christmas, Doctor. Why do they do
Federal holiday? Excuse me. Federal holiday? Federal holiday. As in, did you just try to combine the church and the state? You just tried to combine the church and the state.
I just think he was too dumb to really disconnect the two. That's more like it.
Yeah,
It was
exactly.
Fox News. He retorts it. It's Bill O'Reilly. Yeah. It's Bill
Oh, dear.
O'Reilly.
Well, of course, Fox News. We get it.
Yes.
I'll be honest. Church and state, that was in our Declaration of Independence, or amendments somewhere in there, that church and state are not to be together. You can believe in whatever you want, and that you're allowed to do that. Just don't connect it to the federal thing. Now, about connecting Christmas to a government idea, that is a very large controversy in some cases. Now, by saying that that Christmas is a government idea, you've just combined church and state. You've caused a huge problem. Now, if you said holidays, or I can't really say Xmas because that's still implying Christmas, but if you said holidays a federal holidays, seasons, greetings type thing, then that would be fine. But saying Christmas is a federal holiday, you've got some problems.
Yeah.
Because technically, Christmas can be celebrated around the world. Therefore, it's not a federal holiday. Okay?
Yeah. It's a federally recognized holiday.
Yes.
That's what he
There
should have
you
said.
There you go. Grammatically correct. I'm sorry, I just saw some Pirates of the Caribbean before I got here, so I'm gonna be a little bit Jack Sparrow-y right now.
Bill O'Reilly's known to piss, quote unquote, piss on everything. I'd rather not say where I got that quote from, but
I
let's not go there.
don't. That just like inspired like so many horrible images in my brain.
Let's
so
not
sorry.
go there and keep watching.
Here's why. When you feel like you are in the minority, you experience the desire to
She's
try
enunciating
and push,
quite a lot.
to sell your product, if you will, to sell your belief in a loud way to others in order to make yourself feel better, to validate
She
your
is
view,
terrifying.
to make sure others
Very.
hear you.
I don't, you know,
Why is she
but
enunciating
it's
so
so
much?
counterproductive. If you look at it
Indeed.
just from an objective point of view, putting up a sign like this just makes people angry with you, all right, because they feel they're being insulted, and they are. It's an insulting sign, is it not?
It's horrifically insulting. It's really disrespectful, but not unlike the bully who tries to push others.
What? Okay, on that note, if you can legally do this, this is actually technically legal because it's under our Constitution, Bill of Rights, whatever. It's in the freedom of speech section, so we can practically do this. We can say Merry Christmas, and that's still under freedom of speech. We can say I hate Christmas, and that's still under freedom of speech. You can practically do that because it's under freedom of speech.
Yeah.
So,
I think it kind of goes under the same like group as people who think that it's illegal to burn the American flag. It is not.
Freedom of
It is
speech.
absolute. It's you can do whatever you want as long as it's not you're not messing with anyone or as long as you're not affecting anyone adversely.
Not
Yeah,
you
physically.
can do it.
yeah, as long as it doesn't really disrupt any major thing that's going on right now.
But I like how people are like, it's illegal to burn the American flag. It's like, no, it's not. Are you kidding?
No.
So many people have done it. The KKK does it all the time.
You know, so we actually don't care about them all that much. Mostly they just do whatever they want. We just respect them until they actually physically harm someone.
There you go.
People down in order to make themselves feel better. That's what's happening here.
Freedom of speech, lady.
So your theory is that atheists don't feel very good about themselves because they don't believe in the deity?
Well,
I like how I
no.
said deity.
Not all atheists are as nasty as what's happening here. Some atheists have a true belief that there is no God, and they feel very comfortable with that. But there are others who have a very uncomfortable belief about it. They feel the need to push others down, and that
Gifts are exchanged. It's a
Sick
season of
burns,
generosity and goodwill toward men. It almost
Right.
seems sadistic that you would try to hammer down something like that.
Okay, he proves a good point
Isn't
there a
that
little
so
bit.
sad? When I work with families in which one member of the family unit is atheist and the rest are not, they have this relationship dynamic exactly in which you are describing that's happening with the media and with others who are not atheist. And
Well, the
it
media
is
blows
very
things out of
upsetting in a
proportion, for
family
one thing.
unit when you
Yes.
talk
I have something to say.
Actually, yes.
No. First of all, my family is not like that. My sister is like she's one of the coolest people I know. She's looked out for me since I was like little, even though she's younger than me. So like I don't.
Well, you also gotta remember, there's different types of family dynamics, not just your own. There's the ultra-conservative families where if you're not with the family's belief system, they will practically kick you out.
True that. I never really experienced anything like that, so I wouldn't be able to.
So you just got to be careful with that because there's some people where they're not very accepting of it, whereas then there's other people who are very lenient on it. So
Typically, but some kids who are, by the time they realize it, will be too late. They're too young to understand politics. So they would just, but also in a sense, when you're raised in a family, you're sort of adopt the political standpoints of your parents.
Yeah.
Because you listen to it all the time. You think it's the right thing.
yeah. And another thing about what Bill O'Reilly said, Merry Christmas is actually just is actually a phrase of goodwill. Actually, he actually has a good point there, because in a way, if you kind of shout that down, you shout down, don't say Merry Christmas. It's a little bit rude in a way, because it's just a sign of goodwill of the season. Really, there's also that factor of it. And yes, I did randomly pull an apple juice out of nowhere.
Yes. And yeah, we're going to promote apple juice. Let's not do that.
No, there's no product placement on it, so we're good.
I even assume the resolution is low enough that they don't notice it.
Basically.
One person shouting loudly in their nasty
1080.
way about how everybody else in the family should be believing what they're believing. The pushing of other people down, the nastiness, the sign that I saw with the little girl, quite frankly, is very symbolic for how paradoxical it is. What I mean by that, not to be all psychobabbly here, what I mean is the sign had the little girl who's saying, all I want for Christmas is not to go to church. What's Christmas? Christmas is all about the celebration of Christ. But now what she wants for Christmas is not to go to church. So that's very confusing, which once again shows why there is an emotional confusion for some who are atheists in their need to push their product
All
to
right, real
others to
fast.
help themselves feel they're right.
You probably know that we've done this over the years, and we point out we won the campaign where the department stores are ordering their employees not to say Merry Christmas. That's over with, and it was because the people said, you do that, we're not going to shop at your store, so that went away. But I know tomorrow you're going to get the nasty little things in the media. Well, here's O'Reilly with the war on Christmas, it's a phony war. If somebody denies global warming, they're all over them, but it's right before your eyes. There's the sign. What generates that denial?
Yeah, well, just like any type of denial, if you don't allow yourself to believe a certain reality, then you can stay in your belief system. Like anything, if you choose not to believe that somebody has hurt you in a hurtful marriage, then you ignore.
Oh wow.
That's like all the video those. And the rest is cut out. Dear
Yeah.
Lord.
Yeah, just because you don't believe something doesn't mean it's there. It's not there. Honestly, I could say I don't believe in gravity, but there you go. It just happened.
Well, then because it was insincere, maybe if you believe hard enough, it'll become true.
Yes. That's just like wishing on a star. It's almost ridiculously impossible.
Well, obviously you saw Pinocchio, so it's not absolutely impossible.
It's a cartoon.
Shh. Something spicy.
Don't ruin my dreams.
Let's ruin the dreams of the kids in the watching. Actually, kids will not understand. By the time they already watched like 3 minutes and they already just gave up.
Yeah, sure, why not?
All that will be staying by is the people who want to listen to political rants. I'm gonna get flamed on YouTube for this.
Oh yeah, without a doubt.
But it's hopefully it's not popular enough anymore with us.
I'll be honest, this isn't as bad as my Halloween vlog. That's hit 10,000 views and got so much hate to it.
Wait, what?
It did.
Seriously?
It did.
Oh yeah, I think I saw that.
It did. So screw you guys, whoever hated on my video. You spread it, and you made it popular through hate. So thank you guys. Don't hate. My message to you all: don't hate. You just make everyone popular.
That's true. Yeah. The idea
Justin Bieber.
Oh god.
hate
no.
him that the fact that you know more about him now.
Let us not.
Rebecca Black. Taylor Swift.
I like the Taylor Swifter from that Mad sketch. You guys, have you seen
Excuse
that?
me, I have a lot of respect for Taylor Swift, dude. And I have little to no respect for Mad. I like Mad for Spy vs. Spy, and that's about it.
That's a good show.
Spy vs. Spy was great.
It's classic.
Yes.
Let me see your. Oh, you did upload that. Yeah, 10,000 views. What the?
With about 400 hate to it.
By hate you mean already 260
Oh my God, this chip is-
dislikes.
Look how thick this chip is.
Who cares? It's a chip. It's gonna just devour it. It's like, damn it. Yikes! Yikes! Yikes!
I know, right? So much hate.
Look at these look at the comments.
They misspelled faggot. Like that's really bad. Like,
Intentional.
did it really?
They replaced a lot of all the O's with U's.
Why?
I don't know. Let's not go here. This is stupid.
Yeah.
So
It's
that-
okay. Don't worry. I still received hate mail for videos I made when I was 10.
Okay, so that was this video. Thank you so much for watching and sticking around. And please do not hate me. Actually, you probably are going to. So if you like the video, if you hate it, do not dislike this video. But if you liked it, like, favorite, rate, subscribe, tell your friends, and tell them not to hate this video.
And to be politically correct,
God, hate mail.
season's greetings, everybody. Season's greetings.